Section 6. Human beings are future-oriented beings. Human beings are future-oriented beings, endowed with a future-oriented outlook. Future orientation is an essential attribute of humanity, whereby human existence and values in the future are held in higher esteem than those of the present, and everything in the present is subordinated and dedicated to the future. Human beings are the beings with the most advanced capacity for foresight and imagination regarding the future. Future orientation is based on a belief in the laws governing historical development and the legitimacy of ideals, an orientation towards progress and the new, and a responsible awareness of one's duties to the times. Future orientation is guaranteed by creative abilities, grounded in human rational thought and advanced intelligence. Future orientation is an orientation towards the future value of human life. It is not the natural continuity of survival alongside physical time, but rather an orientation towards the value of ideals and goals, and the future value of an increasingly refined life. Future orientation is a commitment to future generations and the social community. It is a spirit of self-sacrifice that regards today's dedication to the happiness of future generations and the prosperity of the social community as a whole, greater source of joy and fulfillment than the pleasures of the present. Future orientation is an orientation towards human progress for the sake of justice. Future orientation puts into practice the legitimate demands of social development, in which justice is expanded. In the future value of human life, the expansion of justice plays a greater role than material abundance or the development of civilization. Future orientation is a symbol of true human conviction, optimism, will, and passion, and represents the beauty of a noble character. A true human being takes responsibility for their dignity and honor, even after death, through conscientious dedication in the present. Section 7. Human beings are autonomous beings. Human beings are autonomous beings endowed with autonomy. Autonomy is the essential attribute of a human being who seeks to live as the master of their own destiny. Autonomy is the conviction and will to uphold one's status and dignity as the master of one's own destiny, to exercise the right to determine one's own destiny and to take responsibility for and forge one's own destiny. Autonomy is founded on an awareness of one's autonomous rights and one's capacity to shape one's own destiny. Autonomy is the social life of human beings. Autonomy is the pillar of destiny that enables individuals to safeguard their existence, individual characteristics, dignity, and personality within the social community. Autonomy is the fundamental condition that guarantees the happiness and fulfillment of a truly human life. The degree to which autonomy is realized reflects an individual's social status and value. Autonomy stems from autonomous conviction and the will to act. The aspiration and resolve to forge one's own destiny are prerequisites for an autonomous life. Autonomous conviction and the will to act are the fundamental conditions for exercising one's autonomous rights and taking full responsibility for all aspects of one's life. Autonomy is guaranteed by human capacity. Only by possessing the capacity to take responsibility for one's own destiny can one lead an autonomous life, free from dependence on or domination by others. Human capacity for autonomy develops into a politically unified and cohesive capacity within society. Section 8. Human beings are dominant beings. Human beings are dominant beings endowed with dominion. Dominion is an essential attribute of human beings who seek to live as masters of the world. Dominion is the self-centered orientation and desire of human beings to subjugate, manage, and utilize everything in accordance with their own demands and interests. Dominion is based on human beings' endless demands and superior capabilities for survival, development, and happiness. Dominance guarantees humanity's supreme status in the world. Humanity is the soul, being capable of grasping the world's principles of existence and laws of change and development, and of purposefully reshaping and utilizing it. The scope of human dominance over the world is expanding daily, and humanity's dominant position is becoming ever more consolidated. Dominance guarantees a unified system and order for all humanity. Human domination over other humans is competitive, violent, materialistic, and collective. Dominant competition and warfare between individual humans or human groups establish a unified system of social governance and an order of submission. The essential nature of domination determines the future of humanity. Just domination guides humanity towards progress and prosperity. Unjust domination violates human life and dignity, destroys the environment necessary for survival, and drives humanity into suffering, misery, and ruin. Section 9. Human beings are aesthetic beings. Human beings are aesthetic beings, endowed with aesthetic sensibility. Aesthetic sensibility is an essential attribute of humanity, characterized by the desire to enjoy a life imbued with beauty. It is the emotional instinct and rational orientation that leads humans to select and cherish only that which is beautiful and noble, and to integrate it into their lives. Aesthetic sensibility is grounded in the ability to distinguish between the beautiful and the ugly, the noble and the base, and in the practical experience of the influence these exert on life, deriving emotional stability and joy from that which is beautiful and noble, is a natural human instinct. Aesthetic sensibility governs the essential nature of human life by ensuring a pure and noble state of mind, moral character, a future-oriented and loving passion, optimism, and an emotional life characterized by moderation and harmony. Aesthetic sensibility enables a human life to be just and happy. Aesthetic sensibility constitutes human values. It establishes a social yardstick by which all things people, nature, society are evaluated and treated in accordance with universal standards of beauty. Objects selected through aesthetic sensibility become the purpose of life, to which one's own love, passion, responsibility, and devotion are infinitely dedicated, and they become the embodiment of one's life, left behind for posterity, at the cost of one's life. The beautiful life created by aesthetic sensibility leaves a profound fragrance of humanity for future generations. Aesthetic sensibility drives the progress and development of society through love and responsibility for that which is beautiful and noble, and hatred and rejection of that which is ugly and base. Aesthetic sensibility transforms the social community into a noble and moral society, a society brimming with justice and vitality, and a society dominated by goodness and positivity. Section 10. Human beings are spiritual beings. Human beings are spiritual beings who rely on spiritual power. The spirit is a rational self-awareness and a comprehensive sensitivity of perception. It is a continuous, multidimensional, and comprehensive awareness, reflection, and enlightenment regarding one's own existence and the state of one's life. Mental power is the emotional and psychological influence exerted upon practical activity by the moment to moment. Awareness of the purpose and principles of one's own life. The source of mental power lies in the firmness of belief in truth and the strength of will. Mental strength governs human beings. Mental stimuli based on purposeful interest and willpower selectively strengthen or direct the functions of thought, emotion, and physical activity, thereby maximizing their effectiveness. Animals are as strong as their bodies are strong, but humans are as strong as their mental strength is strong. Mental strength determines human destiny. It enables one to proactively prepare for the future, moment by moment, adapting to changes in one's own life and the surrounding environment. Mental strength allows one to uphold the purpose and principles of life, and to display the utmost passion and dedication towards ideals and goals. If one forgets the self, even for a moment, one's destiny strays from the course of one's life. If mental strength collapses, the very essence of human existence vanishes.